Hey everybody, good Friday morning. Chris Allen here on the Sam channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X, all sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. All right, it's finally Friday. Good looking day as we look outside from the Plano cam. 8:04 a.m. Beautiful skies. Once again, this is not changing, has not changed, and will not change for a while. We've got high pressure sitting right on top of us. That means the beautiful weather will continue. We're not going to see any wholesale changes in our forecast, except for temperatures. We've got a dry cold front, which is going to slip through Sunday night. And in behind that front is going to be some really chillier air. I'm using that word for the first time this fall season. This will be the coolest, I guess, regime of cooler weather, chilly weather that we will feel this fall. So far, I'm looking at maybe 60s during the day and 30s at night. And there is, of course, that possibility that we could be seeing, or some of you could be seeing, the first frost of the fall season coming up sometime next week. So want you to be aware of that. Here's a look at radar. Nothing happening out there this morning, of course, in Kentucky. And already we are seeing some frost and freeze advisories going up for parts of eastern Ohio, much of West Virginia. You're going up into western PA. Well, it's an even further east. Look at that. New Jersey, not New York City, but New Jersey down to Atlantic City, Philadelphia. They're all under frost and freeze advisories. I would say because it's going to be the first frost of the season. Eventually, we will go under probably a frost advisory. I would say maybe Monday night, but more likely Tuesday night. I think Tuesday night is going to be when we are more likely to see that first frost of the season. So be prepared for that because it's coming. It's that time of year, and it's about the right time for that to happen. So it's, it's about the middle of October when we usually see that. And of course, that first frost, if we can just get everything timed perfectly here, that's going to help break down those sugars in the leaves that are out there even more. Right now, we have sort of a tamer type of fall foliage, if you will. It's not like vibrant color. If we could get one more good rain and a big freeze, I think if we can get it before the end of October or the beginning of November, that's going to bring out more leaf color. Right now it's kind of muted, but it's still pretty. I'm still looking at some pretty trees. Speaking of pretty, last night, you guys, wow. Did you catch the auroras? The northern lights were just incredible around here. The most vibrant they've been since May. If you recall, back in May, we had the same thing happen, but it was just, well, all you got to do is go on social media and you'll see all the photos. They're everywhere. And even all the way down to the Gulf Coast, it's really strange. One night before, destruction, hurricane, winds, rain, tornadoes. The next night, last night, some of those same people saw the northern lights. Wow. It's just amazing. These things that happen like that. Anyway, let's check temperatures. They are still on the chilly side this morning and will remain that way during the morning times. And remember now, our nights are getting longer and the days are getting shorter. So naturally, this is going to happen where we have even a warm day in the 80s. We can end up with 40s, even upper 30s at night because the nights are getting longer. That's what they're seeing over in eastern Kentucky. Look at that, 39. That's over in Paintsville. There's a 39 in Louisa, Kentucky, and around 40 in Breathitt County over in Jackson. There's a 39 up in Vanceburg. That's Lewis County on the Ohio River. So we come back to southern Kentucky and we see upper 40s, low 50s. The wind's pretty calm. I don't think we're going to see much of a difference today. No, I mean, it got breezy for a while yesterday afternoon, but that was because the temperatures started to come up a little more. And as they come up today, the wind will be a little more southerly at times, and we may get a breeze, but we're really not going to feel much of a difference between yesterday and today. Dew points are still running pretty dry in the upper 40s to low 50s. So not a change at all, really, in this ongoing forecast. Well, let's see what's coming down the road. And of course, to do that, we show the blend of models. I call it the model blender. This is where several important computer forecast models get put in a blender, so to speak, figuratively speaking, and then it gets all mixed up. And this is the output of all of those models. We look at near 80 today, which I think is pretty much right on. We hit 81 yesterday. So I think we'll be close to that again today. Then we go low 80s for Saturday. I don't see us getting mid to upper 80s like it's showing here on Sunday. I think it's going to be closer to the low 80s. Then that dry cold front comes in on Sunday night. And look what happens. Woo. How about mid 60s or even low 60s for Monday? And look at next week. 60s pretty much every day except Friday, next Friday. We go to about 70 or low 70s. But more importantly, look at those low temperatures. 37, 38. Woo. Now, that means Tuesday night, Wednesday night, that's when we're most likely to get some frost. If we're going to get frost, it's going to be on those two nights. And I think temperatures might even be colder than what you're seeing there, closer to 35, 36. Even at 35, 36, even though it's a few degrees above freezing, we can still get frost, especially if you live like, in a valley area or down between a couple of hills, kind of, in those kind of areas, it's a possibility. So just be aware if you've got anything set out that you don't want killed by the frost. I would say Tuesday night and Wednesday night are going to be your two nights to really pay attention to the temperature and maybe just cover things up with a breathable cloth, not plastic. That'll burn your plant up. As soon as the sun comes up, it's going to burn it up. But a breathable cloth, or bring it inside if you can. If it's a kind of plant that you can bring inside, then I would do that Tuesday night and Wednesday night. All right, let's look at the maps this morning, and everything is quiet. Everything is fine. High pressure in control as we go through the day. Here's this evening. Here's overnight. A little patch of rain from central Missouri, just south of St. Louis, over toward, maybe close to Cape Girardeau, Poplar Bluff. Just a little feature there, but it goes away. Here's tomorrow morning. Here's the rest of your Saturday. Beautiful. Here's Sunday. Here comes our front. Sunday night into Monday morning, the front comes on through, and there it is. It'll be already over North Carolina by Monday morning. And then this is when the cooler, less humid air comes in, and it's going to be chilly. It's going to be chilly starting Monday. Tuesday, here comes Wednesday and Thursday. Still no rain. Now, the only problem with that, as nice as it is, we're getting into a situation again where we need rain. It won't take us long in this dry spell where we can get woefully behind on rainfall and we get into a more of a, say, moderate drought situation. Right now we're okay, but if we stay dry a few more days, then that's going to change our stance as where we are and how dry we are, which is not good. But we'll keep an eye on that. In the meantime, have a wonderful Friday. Thank you, as always, for watching. I'll see you tonight on News 40 at 6, 5, 6, and 10. And I'm on the radio if you want to listen right now. Sam 100.7. God bless.